I promise I'm not judging you adventurous eating types, but this archaeological discovery is a little gross, guys. So in 2018, archaeologists with the Ministry of Antiquities were surveying a site in the Sidi Gaber district of Alexandria, Egypt for a construction project. What they found beneath the sand was an undisturbed sarcophagus covered by mortar, and it was massive and had to be over 2,000 years old, made of black marble, making this thing heavy. 30 tons, the lid alone like 15 tons. And it was buried 16.4 feet beneath the sand, or 5 meters if you're outside the US. However, no one wanted to open it. People were like, we'll all be cursed and doomed. It'll unleash an era of darkness in the world. And looking back from 2023, I mean 2 years later, we got hit with COVID and we're on the brink of World War III. It's kind of a mess out here, so maybe they had a point. Now, this sarcophagus is 9 feet long, 5 feet wide, and 6 foot tall, 2.7 meters, 1.5 meters, 1.8 meters, respectively. Now, I don't really know what the size of your average sarcophagus is, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't this big, especially since they announced this thing had to be the biggest sarcophagus ever found in the area. When archaeologists opened the chest, they found the skeletal remains of 3 people, one of which had a marking that suggested they may have been hit by an arrow. But the question is, who were these people and why were they all buried together? To date, we don't have much information on who was enclosed in the tomb. The only real clue left behind by the ancient mourners was this badly worn bust of what appears to be a man left just outside the sarcophagus, but we have no artwork, no inscriptions, nothing to give us an idea of who we're looking at. But it wasn't just skeletons they found in the bottom of the coffin, and this is where it gets gross. They also found a red liquid had pooled at the bottom. Now, some speculate it was millenniums old juice or wine, which naturally, or rather unnaturally if you ask me, people wanted to taste it. That's disgusting. That's literally the most insane thing. Okay, let's just keep going. That's almost as bad as that time they found a thousands of year old wheel of cheese and people just had to try it. What is up with y'all? It's gotta be the same group of people. But I digress. Why did someone start a petition to be allowed to drink the stuff at the bottom of the sarcophagus? And why then did 25,000 people sign it? See what I mean? Even if it was juice or wine, which, spoiler alert, it's not. 3 people have been decomposing in that box for thousands of years. Anyway, scientists and archaeologists naturally were totally against the idea of letting anyone drink this stuff because, drum roll please, it's sewage. Sewage that happened to work its way through the dirt, the mortar, and the marble slab into this giant coffin. So the theory is these people are soldiers. At around the time they were buried, there was a war going on between Roman soldiers and Egyptian soldiers. Another take coming from the Secretary General of Egypt's Supreme Council of Antiquities, Mustafa Waziri. It was not uncommon for sarcophagi to be reused. There's potential that this coffin went into the ground with a separate occupant, and then when these new occupants became deceased, the old occupants were pulled out and the new ones put in the coffin, reburied, the mortar placed over top, that kind of thing. But other than these theories, we really don't have a whole lot to go on. The individual found with the arrow wound could have been killed by war, but it also could have been related to a totally different reason for murder, or it could have not been an arrow at all that caused that damage. I tried to get a little bit more information. I wanted to see if we made any breakthroughs, and it's 2023. There really have not been any updates. We're no closer to really figuring out who these people are, unless I missed something. So if you know something I don't know about this story, please let me know in the comments below. This is a learning channel, or you can just tell me what you think about this weird and mysterious discovery. In the meantime, y'all take care. Peace.